time of year when homeowners are thinking about remodeling projects, specifically how to make the most of their living space while also updating their home decor. California Closet's Chief Design Officer Ginny Snook joining us this morning with some tips and also some trends for making the most out of our space. Thank you for joining us today.
My pleasure. Good morning.
Good morning. Are you seeing an uptick in home remodeling this year? What are some of the trends that you're seeing?
We are. Actually, remodeling is up 10% over last year. But interestingly enough, we're seeing that people are remodeling in different places. Traditionally, we saw people remodeling their kitchens and their bathrooms. This year, Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate noted that the three areas that people are spending money on for their homes are the man cave, creating a space for the man to have his music and his retreat, the dreamy Carrie Bradshaw closet, which is the dressing room and in-home boutique, and lastly, a space like behind me where you can take a spare room and have that function not only as a guest bedroom but also as a home office by incorporating a wall bed and a desk unit. So really a multifunctional space that can make use of a space that's not being used very regularly.
Okay, so we're all about, remodeling and doing things to get ourselves organized, but how can we capitalize on the latest design trends when remodeling?
It's a great question. Oftentimes when I'm meeting with clients, they want to know how they can incorporate some of the styles and trends and colors into their space, but they don't want to commit to something that might be a detriment to reselling the house in the next few years. So very much like the beautiful orange doors behind me, we really recommend that people think about doing something that might be an insert. This is a beautiful orange eco resin that you could actually change out when you resell. A couple other great examples that I have here as well. This is another eco resin that has a beautiful red silk fabric inside. Really a very artistic way of bringing something to life in your space. Another great opportunity is to look at bringing in great textures. And this is something that not as many people think about when they're looking at upgrading their homes and decorating, thinking of using texture as a way for bringing that style in. These are all things that can be changed out over time as your own preferences change, or if you want to resell the house and have more of a neutral look.
Okay, so what are some other ways that we can maximize the space through design while keeping it, still looking fresh and up to date?
Well, I think when we work with clients, one of the things we notice is they get a bit constrained about the furniture and the pieces that they currently have in their home. When I go in and work with a client, I tend to think about it as a blank slate. So if the space doesn't have any furniture or anything in it, we can utilize the full height of the walls. We can utilize all four walls in an area. So if you're working on an entertainment center or a home office center or even a closet, you can really utilize the full height. Again, the system behind me really shows how we put storage over the wall bed unit. We've got wardrobe units on either side and a pull-out desk that can pull back in when you pull the wall bed down. Gives you a lot of flexibility in making that space more functional and not be constrained by a bed or end tables or a dresser in that space.
Okay, what about budget? What kind of budget is needed for custom home remodeling projects? I think people think that it's just astronomical, but that's not always the case.
No, it isn't, and for some reason people have connected custom work to high prices, and I think maybe in the past that was the case. However, with the way that we're working with materials and with the amount of work we're doing, oftentimes a custom solution can be better designed for you and cost as much or just a little bit more than a do-it-yourself project that's going to take your time and money. Oftentimes do-it-yourself projects cost a lot more because you're having to buy extra materials to finish the job. And Consumer Reports actually just noted that they recommend not doing do-it-yourself projects because of the cost factor.
Sure, I can see that. All right, well, thank you for joining us today. Where can we find more information about all of this?
Absolutely going to our website, californiaclosets.com, and in the San Diego area, we're actually offering our beautiful textured materials at the same price as our basic product line through June 30th, so I recommend calling immediately.
All right, great. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.